Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment. And I've got a link tree down below that's got my social media, and it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all. Okay, there is a video to this, and I will include the video link in my Substack. The reason why I am not going to put it up here is because I tried to download it. I couldn't figure out how to get the download to work. I was having problems. Sorry, but there is one. It's in the Substack down below. Okay, there comes a point where cops need to realize they need to quit thinking it's a good look for them on how internal investigations go. Former LA County Sheriff's Deputy Joseph Benza has pled guilty to his assault on an individual who flipped cops off while they were on a call. The feds got involved, and now Benza has admitted his guilt and is facing prison time. Having a probe by the Sheriff's Department clear him shows how badly the situation has become when it is viewed by common folks. There are far too many interventions lately by the federal government to think that there does not need to be another way. An independent counsel looking into matters where citizens would be concerned would allow law enforcement to build trust and get cops used to telling the truth on all matters. It also is a bad look to go after people who dislike cops, as that spreads the feelings farther. Professional behavior causes people to start changing their views, even if it isn't changed in the person who acts out. So, let's discuss this case. So, starting with the Sacramento Bee, here's what happened. While working as a deputy assigned to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department's Norwalk Station, Benza was heading a report of domestic violence in Whittier as the man identified as EB drove past him, according to prosecutors. The 23-year-old stuck his middle finger up at Benza, who prosecutors said then abandoned the domestic violence call. Benza trailed the man in his patrol car for estimated 1.8 miles, according to prosecutors. During the drive, the man called 911 to report being followed, prosecutors said. The man stopped in a parking lot where Benza also pulled over and activated his vehicle's overhead lights, according to prosecutors. Benza walked over to him as he got out of his car and violently body slammed the man onto the pavement before pummeling him, the plea agreement says. He got on top of the man, punching his head and face as the man screamed, "You're going to kill me! I can't breathe, and please stop," according to the filing. Benza also pressed his face into the pavement, the plea agreement says. The man, who is transgender and weighed about half as much as Benza, was left with the concussion, contusions, and cuts, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Benza tried to hide the use of excessive force in the incident report, in which he wrote that he pulled the man over for an air freshener fixed in his rearview mirror, prosecutors said. That was a lie, according to prosecutors. How are you going to say that any freaking way? Benza also lied when he wrote the man bit his hand hard enough to break skin and cited him with criminal mayhem, according to prosecutors. The man, Emmett Brock, sued Benza in August 2023, saying after he was taken into custody, staff at the Sheriff's Department's Norwalk Station asked whether he had male genitalia. Why would you put that word on there? After he mentioned he's transgender, NBC News reported. His lawsuit says he was taken to a bathroom by a female employee who had examined his genital area, according to the outlet. Why? Okay, that's just a whole bunch of why. The civil case filed by Brock, who works as a teacher, will go on trial next October, his attorney Tom Beck told NBC News. In his criminal case, Benza is accused of lying to federal authorities during the investigation. And here, via Yahoo News, is where the sheriff's department failed in the investigation. Previously, the LA County Sheriff's Department internal use of force investigation cleared the deputy of wrongdoing. When you see the video, if you actually go and see the video, whoo! And by the way, it's graphic for some people. This week, the department said in a statement that the prior determination was based on the statements and reports provided at the time. Since the initial probe, the department said the federal case has revealed new evidence of egregious actions to cover up misconduct, prompting a new internal administrative investigation. The department said in a statement that Benza has been relieved of duty and potentially additional employees could also face discipline as the investigation continues. In a news release, Sheriff Robert Luna called Benza's actions deeply troubling, saying they undermine the integrity of our department and trust in our community. And the safeties of those we're sworn to protect. Okay, number one, how did you not get the video? Like, seriously, there was a 7-Eleven that he pulled over at. Why didn't somebody go to that 7-Eleven and go, hey, do you happen to have a camera outside that we can see what our cop was doing? There's a whole lot of what in the world were they thinking? Here I am as a minarchist, minimal government, bordering on anarchy. I don't want anarchy, but bordering on it. And even I'm going, no, because I'm considered conservative, and this is all a whole bunch of no. Sorry. And let's get to the next part. Okay, via the DOJ press release, here's what the feds found. Deputy with Los Angeles. Okay, he agreed to plead guilty to a federal civil rights violation for using excessive force during the assault of a. Okay, whatever. This carries a maximum penalty of 10 years. So whenever he goes before the judge can put him in prison for 10 years. There was the dude had, well, Benza, the person that Benza attacked, suffered a concussion, contusions, and abrasions, according to court documents. Plea agreement, Benz admitted that he was responding to domestic violence, Colin Whittier, and he saw the dude give the middle finger. Why would you care? Seriously, why would you care? It later that day, as he began preparing the incident report, Benza consulted with other deputies about whether he should include that he began pursuing EB because he had been flipped off. 3 LASD sergeants counseled Benza to omit that fact from his report, the plea agreement states. So, this is a cover-up that involved his higher-ups. To cover up his civil rights violations, Benza admitted that he prepared a false incident report that omitted the reference to the flip-off and instead misleadingly stated that EB was stopped for having an air freshener hanging from his rearview mirror. How is that illegal? Seriously, how is that something you pull somebody over for? Can somebody, if you've gotten this far, can you tell me if you've ever, why is that a law? If somebody here is from California, tell me why that's a law or anywhere else. Benza also falsely claimed that EB had bitten Benza's hand with enough force to puncture the skin and cited EB with criminal mayhem. In addition to the false incident report, Benza engaged in additional obstructionist conduct, including discussing with other deputies how they would delete text messages about the incident from their phones, as well as discussing making false statements to federal authorities who were investigating the incident, according to the plea agreement. During an interview with federal authorities on January 2024, Benza made false statements that included denying that he had seen EB flip him off and that he had been substantially discussed the incident report with others while he was writing it. Benza admitted that a sergeant drafted substantive parts of the report. Okay, somebody has to step in when this stuff like this happens. Okay, I normally look at some of these police things and I go, okay, this is idiotic. Some of them I'm just like, but this is, all of this that's being admitted in this, it's like, why? Okay, ooh, somebody flipped me off. I don't get mad when somebody flips me off. I laugh about it. Okay, maybe because I usually have that kind of personality. I don't necessarily try to cause it to happen, but I have that kind of personality. But why would you do all these things? If you see the video, why? And what's up with the air freshener thing? Can somebody please tell me what's up with the air freshener thing? But, okay, guys. This is a whole bunch of no. But, okay, folks. If you like the video, hit like, please. Comment down below if you have any questions or if you've got anything that you can fill in about some of the stupidity. And if you like the video, hit like or hit subscribe if you don't mind. I put this on YouTube and Rumble. And Rumble, I've got more people trying to get me to buy their services than I think I do actual anything else. But guys, if you get a chance, please help me out. And it won't cost you anything. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.